Good evening and what's happening? Welcome back to another episode of the One Take Livecast. Tonight is a topic special episode where we talk about one of the most popular culture franchises in history that is almost about 40 years old. That's right, we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going to be joined by Jason Ybarra and Sean Sparks. Let's invite them in.
COWABUNGA, dude, what's up?
Oh, hold on.
Jax.
There we go.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, dudes?
I gotta watch you like that.
Yeah, just slow down a minute.
No, you're fine. What you got to do is you got to flip your phone, Sean.
Yeah, it's iPad, isn't it? It's 2 seconds. I'll swap
That's
over.
cool. Still got a good background.
Yeah, right.
Let's just let him get,
Right. I'm going to dip out and rejoin, all right?
So what time is it over there by you? 11 o'clock p.m.?
It's 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. over here, UK time. Yeah, 7 p.m. over here, and it's 11 a.m. in California, correct?
Yeah. 11 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for doing this. This is a real pleasure to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Honor's mine.
Yeah, I mean, you have the van. The van.
Yes, I do have the van. One of the vans. I mean, I believe in actuality, I mean, I built my van in 2011, and I think there was a girl in Pennsylvania that actually built her own. Like, I had people make mine, but there was a girl, I forget her name, she was out in Pennsylvania, and she had like the first one that she built herself. And I thought that was really cool, you know? There he is!
And also, there he is.
We're
Hey,
back.
Jason.
Right. Sorry about that.
And hey, Sean.
Hi.
Thanks for both being on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Cool. So, before we get on to Turtles, first of all, Jason, other than the Turtle van, you also have Ratchet.
I do. I have Ratchet, which I made out of a Toyota van, which there's haters. I hate to bring up the hate already, but it's funny because just like the Turtle van, I got the VW purists mad at me because I call it a van and that I took the door off. So I got that, dealing with that. With the Transformer van, there's a discrepancy of whether it's a Nissan Vanette or a Toyota van. It's the same van,
It's a van.
And so there's always like hate towards both vehicles. And I don't understand. It's a fandom. We're all fans of the show. Why can't it just be, hey, look, there's Ratchet or there's the Turtle van? You know?
Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, well, I call it a van. Yeah.
But I'm very happy that I built them because it brings a lot of smiles to everybody. Everywhere I go, the kids, the adults my age, you know, everybody gets a kick out of it. They love it. And it brings me joy that it brings other people joy as well, you know?
Yes. Speaking of joy, I'll ask both of you the first question. What got you into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
When I was a little kid, I watched the cartoon, like most people now, and I must have had an instant love for that van because I think that was the first toy I had was the van, the party wagon, and then all the figures and the Technodrome, all that came secondary to the van. I know I have a picture of it somewhere as a little kid, but I can't find it. My dad's told me I have a picture somewhere. But yeah, so I grew up, and I had a little bit of money, and I said I wanted to build this van for myself. Like, there was no predetermined, oh, I can do Comic-Cons, I can do car shows, like birthdays. Like, when I built the van, I built it just so that I could have it and drive it around on my own. That's the only reason why I built it. and then everything else kind of blew up after that. And I'm happy that it did, you know. But I truly built the van for myself only, and then thankfully I got invited to all these different things afterwards. So you know that's why I built the van for me. You know, I wanted to drive the turtle van. You know.
And how about you, John?
Yeah, same for me. The cartoon, one Christmas, I think there was you couldn't get any toys for 1 year. It was all everything was out of stock. And my parents pulled the hat out of the bag, if you like, literally got me the turtle van, the blimp, the 4 turtles, Shredder, Splinter. And I think from there, and once the cartoon, you had the toys, that was it. Just want everything. Never had a turtle costume, which is what I've achieved now, 30 years later. I've got there. But yeah, that was it. The cartoon mainly. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on. For me, it was the cartoon as well. I'm from the same Saturday morning cartoon generation with the whole serial. And then, you know, the cartoon developed, and I found out there was a movie. And then years later, when I learned to read and everything, there was the comic book.
Yeah.
So that was a big deal, that it was this entire universe. And of course, they had video games as well. But again, it always started with the cartoon. And the only stuff I had as a kid, I didn't really have the toys kid, but I had those over here, they had those Ladybird books. Because in the UK, they were called Hero Turtles, not Ninja Turtles.
It's cool.
Because they thought ninja was a bad word.
Yeah, that's what I heard about that. Yeah. I remember reading about that.
Yeah. So obviously, as well as the van, you obviously got some turtle get up yourself and everything. Who's your particular favorite turtle?
It's always been Michelangelo. He's a party guy, and I get to be silly, and I love that. Being silly around the kids is great, you know. And I've always had a connection with Michelangelo ever since I started watching the cartoon. I was always the funny one, always the guy getting into everything. So I think we match pretty well personality-wise, you know.
And for me, well, it started off as Raphael back when we were watching the cartoons, but now it's as you know, Jax, it's Donatello.
Yeah.
And that's really because in the games, longer reach. I think he was just the best character in that.
Yeah, he had the best weapon in the game.
Yeah.
Donatello.
From that, just loved him. So
yeah. Because in the game he would have the spinning attack
and a longer reach. And I think in the first, he was brilliant for beating Rocksteady from a high point without getting hit.
Yeah.
If I remember.
Yeah. Say your prayers, turtles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just such a cultural franchise that it's become everything. I mean, it's on a lunchbox. It's on a poster. I mean, everybody loves pizza. Well, most people like pizza because of this franchise as well.
That's right.
But it's just, I mean, what Eastman and Laird did, you know, I've watched the documentaries. As soon as I got older, I wanted to learn more and everything. But, you know, to find out about this, that they wanted to be Jack Kirby and, you know, the Foot Clan was based on the Hand from Daredevil and Marvel. And it's really cool what they've done. I mean, we obviously like a lot of particular areas turtles, be movies, cartoons, games, or anything. But how to word it? We love the toys, we love the merchandise, we love anything. But if you could only just have, I mean, we probably know what your answer is, Jason. But if you could just have one piece of merchandise, you know, turtle-wise, just that one piece of merchandise out of all the merchandise, what would it be?
I'm going to show you something that's back here that you can't see. It's a prized possession of mine because the first time I met Kevin, he actually gave this to me and signed it. So this is a piece to me that above my turtle van, even though he signed it, this was given to me by Kevin. So here's this. It was one of the
Brilliant.
original serial advertisements. And so there's Kevin's autograph.
Yeah.
He actually gave me this in Hollywood when I met him for the first time, right after I built the van. And so this is my prized possession right here. Not the van, not the costumes, but this. This is my possession.
That's awesome.
That is.
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous of that one.
What about you, Sean?
Oh, that's a difficult one, that. Do you know what? I'm going to have to say Super Shredder, the figure. The only reason is it's the last figure I ever owned, but it was always my favourite character from the movies. He was in it for what, five minutes, Super Shredder. But I don't know. I just feel that I don't know. It was just great, a great design, and yeah, it's my final figure, and that's my prized possession because I've got them complete.
Oh.
So,
Still in the box? Still in the box?
not in the box, unfortunately. No, to be honest, I had all the figures. I ended up selling everything.
Oh, okay.
And then my daughter got into Turtles, and I started collecting everything again because of her. I started to go out and buy everything again, all the NECA, and started collecting the originals. But I managed to get hold of Super Shredder. I do have original Shredder boxed in the Hero Turtle packaging still. Even with a Woolworths price tag on it. It was like
Oh, wow. That's cool.
four quid or something, I think it was. But yeah, Super Shredder.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Mine, this was made for me by one of my best mates, and he made this thing. It is my very own Shredder helmet.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Cool.
That is made from my friend Venomous Collectible, and he was like, I want to make a Shredder costume, and I want you to be the guy to wear it.
That's awesome.
Well done.
Especially the friends that make stuff for you when they see that you really like the stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, this is my pride. I mean, I actually keep this on my paper shredder.
Oh, nice. Do you put a purple thing around the shredder, the paper shredder?
I've painted it purple.
Oh, it's cool.
Obviously, there's the action figure range in Ninja Turtles is nefarious. I mean, there's obviously the Playmates to start, and then obviously I think Hasbro. I think it was Hasbro, wasn't it? And then
Bandai, I think, did some.
Yeah,
Bandai. Yeah, that's it. God, it's hard to remember. So there's so many nefarious things. I mean, and also the spoofs they came up with. I mean, does anybody remember Star Trek Turtles?
Yeah, I remember that.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
Different.
I mean, obviously on my shelf, it's predominantly Donatello's, because Donnie's my favorite. I have got a few Casey Joneses and Shredders as well, but with my collection, I pretty much keep it a particular favorite.
Yeah.
And why is Donatello your favorite? Because of the reach as well?
I think it's because even though he's part of the Brotherhood, he's kind of the outsider of the Brotherhood. Well, he's like, I think he's kind of like, I don't know, Donatello always came across as the one on the spectrum for me, his brothers love him and understand him, but when he's in his own little world, they're like, what? So I kind of related to in that way, like, you're close, you're family, you will have fun, but also you're a bit of an outsider as well. And come on, he made all those gadgets. He was cute.
He did. I sort of found that Donatello in the movies had kind of more screen time than the rest of the Turtles, though.
Yeah.
Did you not find that? Except for Raphael with the big fight on the roof. But apart from that, Donatello seemed to have a lot better fight scenes.
Yeah.
That's my view on it. Yeah. And I think Turtles 2 definitely has some quirky one-liners as well, or something. I think there's one thing I noticed the other week. I've never seen it before, but I've watched the film so many times, I never noticed. And he runs at the end of the Ninja Rap. He hits one of the foot soldiers and says, "I win, you lose." And just runs off like that. I've never noticed that before. And I thought that was brilliant. Just little things in the background. But yeah.
Yeah. One thing I liked about the first and second original movies, apart from the great work that Jim Henson Workshop did with those suits and everything, it's just they could work today.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, not bashing any of the new movies, but if you wanted to make a live action, go to the Creature Shop.
Creature Shop.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. I mean, there was a guy on YouTube who did a CGI version of the suited turtles, just Donatello fighting some foot soldiers. It looked fantastic. Even if they did part CGI, part rubber suits, but in that style, it would be fantastic. And what they could achieve now, I mean, they did have a sort of concept art for Turtles 4 if it was to ever take place. Which I know you mentioned Kirby earlier. Well, there was a character called Kirby, which is what we know as Slash. Was set to be the villain. I got Super Shredder would be returning as well, slightly different, but yeah, I mean they could continue it. Was my view. Continue it from the original, without starting afresh. Because every rendition of the movie, they have to start again. It's Four Turtles, Mutant, blah 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 blah. Star Wars, perfect example.
Oh yeah.
As the original 3, they made 3 more, 20 odd years later, whatever it is. And same again with the prequels, so why not Turtles?
Yeah. Or create a multiverse.
Or a multiverse, yeah, like they did with the cartoons.
The new movie, I've seen the trailer. I quite like the animation. I'm pretty much looking forward to it, and seeing Ice Cube as a giant fly is going to be fun.
Yes, yeah. They've put a lot into advertising that movie, so I'm hoping it's going to be pretty good. Because I think we're going to the sewer experience on Friday. I think Jason, you were
there.
We got it over here in London, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I went yesterday. It was really good. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So last Friday in the is it Waterloo Station tunnels, graffiti tunnels they got down there. So yeah, I mean, if you get along, Jacks, you never know.
Oh,
they let tickets.
well, I would love to be there. I would love to be there.
I think the tickets are available on Time Out magazine or something, but they are limited. So I mean, they may all be gone now typically, but try it.
I'll still be seeing the movie. Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
It's kind of funny that watching the documentary that pizza was the main food for the turtles. They just decided while they were eating pizza while writing it, Ed and Eastman, Laird and Eastman thing. I mean, it's a good food because it's all in one. Bread, meat, cheese. Or if you're vegetarian, vegan, you get the concept and everything. But no judgment here. What is your favorite topping on the pizza?
Oh, all the meats. Got to be all the meats. Spicy as well.
Yeah, spicy. I'm a pepperoni, pineapple, and don't crucify me for the pineapple and jalapeno.
No. It's popular over here, Hawaiian.
What's that?
Hawaiian's quite popular in the UK.
Yeah. Oh, is it really? Yeah.
Don't listen to Gordon Ramsay. You know what? I like I said, as much as I love multiple toppings and everything, sometimes I just prefer the simplicity of cheese and pepperoni.
Yeah.
Simple.
Don't know why. I just do. I guess it's because it's one of each and everything. But when it comes to crust topping, I love sourdough.
Yeah, sourdough's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, with obviously. Oh, that's me talking. I thought that was an echo. Now, we can see a few possessions in the background. Obviously, the iconic arcade game. That is pretty cool.
The small version. I couldn't fit the big version in here. I got that.
You got the stool with it?
What's that?
Have you got the stool with it? Because it comes with a stool as well.
I didn't pitch in for the stool. I got my little chair here. I do like that.
And you see a few behind Sean as well.
Behind me, I'll show you if I can. Now, behind me, we have, I don't know if you can see that. It's a cabinet with the neckers.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's some of the vintage ones down there. Super shredder. Obviously the big turtle suit is here. And speaking of arcade machines, I built my own, which is, I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's only a bar top one. But that was built in lockdown, that one.
Oh, okay.
So it's just MDF, and it runs off Raspberry Pi, which is a little computer system.
Nice.
It's got all the turtle games on there, NES, SNES, everything.
Oh,
Oh, you got everything on that? That's cool.
yeah, you got basically the COWABUNGA collection.
Yeah. I have that as well. But they released that a couple of months back, didn't they? Half a year ago. So,
this is the recent thing I've pretty got, the lunchbox,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
based on the original arcade game.
I don't think I've seen that yet. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. And inside it's got a thermos, like they should. It's pretty cool.
They should make it okay
Rockstar.
for adults to take lunch boxes like that to work and then just drink out of the thermos and make a thing like that. That'd be cool.
You can.
See that? Do you?
Yeah, you can. You can proper, and have your coffee or tea in that, or your cocoa, all that.
Yeah, they've released a lot of arcade stuff recently, haven't they?
Yeah, they released a
Lap
backpack and everything.
Yeah.
And this is a thing. My wife got me this. This is kind of funny. A fuzzler.
Oh yeah, I saw them on the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, they creepy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, back to the van. The one thing I quite liked about the van, I mean, anyway, but it's got the waffle iron on.
Oh yeah, and I try to make the van as close to the toy as possible. So like I made sure the door opened up sideways, just like the toy, and the bottom of it opens. I've had the van for 12 years, and it's due for a little bit of a touch-up. And I think probably by the end of the year, I'm going to try and add the opening to the top of the van, just like in the cartoon that it opens like that. So I'm going to add that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the waffle iron, the thing, obviously, because it's an old VW, it must really get hot in there.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a hot box. The joke that I always make is that whenever I get to my destination, I smell like engine exhaust no matter how many showers I've taken. But it's fun. I don't know if you've seen any of my recent videos in the last couple of months. I actually redid the interior in the front, so I have custom-made leather seats with the Pizza Hut logo to make them look like pizza boxes. But the best thing is that my friend custom-made me a dash and an amplifier box and a speaker box, which now I love driving it even more because now I actually have a radio and a sound system in there, you know?
Have you played Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go in it?
So many times. There's even a video, I think, of Vanilla Ice singing it in the car with me.
I know.
I
I was going to ask about that next. I mean, to travel with, the man himself. I mean, Ice Ice Baby is a cool song, but Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go is just, level up.
It's so rare to get all four turtles on stage because of the logistics of it. But when that happens, not that not having the one turtle or two turtles with them is cool, but when all four are out there with them, like it's just a different thing. Everybody's like so excited. But like even just for the one turtle, like I'm Michelangelo. If you go back, if you're asking how I started with my Vanilla Ice, it was back in 2014. There's a guy in Dallas, Texas. His name's Jared Gines. If you Google Jared's Epic Party, he actually got Vanilla Ice to play his birthday party and had like one of the first GoFundMes successfully, where he had asked for like, I think 40 grand to get this party going and ended up raising over 150,000. And this is just from fans like us paying $100 for the ticket anywhere in the world as long as you paid for the ticket, I mean, and got your plane ticket, obviously, to come.
Yeah.
He had the first I Love the 90s party. He had every rap superstar from the 90s there. Vanilla Ice headlined. I performed with him with my group. My van was there. And that's how I met Vanilla. Really nice guy. And like I was the first Michelangelo on stage with him. I'm Michelangelo with him to this day. I'm really fortunate, really lucky, and really blessed to be a part of anything Ninja Turtles, especially with Vanilla. We've become friends over the years, so now we not only perform together, we're friends. We hang out, you know, not every day. But I was actually just over at his house remodeling a beach house that he just bought for the new TV show. So I'm really honored and fortunate to be involved with anything Turtles, you know. So that's my take on it, you know.
Yeah, and Sean, you met the 4 original voice actors recently.
Yes, Cormac and Telford. Yeah, they were there. Lovely guys, just lovely guys. And Townsend, who voices Michelangelo, just generally lovely guys. Spent some time with my daughter, you know, shouting "Cowabunga," you know, really. It just brought back memories. That just hearing that "Cowabunga," and I don't know, you just shout it so loud, you can literally hear it echo. Fantastic, but yeah, the other guys, you know, yeah, even I forget what his name is now.
Barry Gordon, Rob Paulson, and Cam Clark.
That's it, Rob Paulson.
Pinky!
Pinky the Brain, yeah. He was brilliant, and you could just hear it come through, that Raphael, you know, the Raphael, and a hint of 2012 Donatello as well when he speaks. But
yeah.
Again, all of them genuinely lovely guys, and I didn't get anything signed because we went for the photo option, which I thought was more of a better thing to have because it's a picture of you with them, and again, it's another memory. But yeah, next I hope they come back and I'll get some stuff signed this time. You know, all my NECA figures maybe. But yeah, generally nice guys.
Yeah. And you know, like I said, Turtles it's a very good blessing, especially, you know, to meet the guys and to, you know, be good friends with Vanilla Ice as well. And speaking of the new generation of Turtles, I'm not talking about the new film now, it's great. I'm talking about something which I read recently and I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and that was Kevin's recent work, The Last Ronin. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like I've got it here. The Last Ronin. The deaths of the turtles are pretty graphic, aren't they? I must say. But yeah, the new turtles a bit more detailed, aren't they, than the original? They got a bit more character to them. You know, you got one short, stubby one, tall one, and but it'll be interesting to see how they develop those characters and how they grow. You know, whether they're going to have your new Michelangelo, your new Donatello, or they're going to be something completely different. You know, because for our generation, those turtles were in a way goofy, if you like, a bit, weren't they? They were fun, but I think we're getting to the darker turtles now. You know, it's a darker time. Shredder's grandson is a nutcase. You know. And it's pretty dark, you know. But again, it'd be interesting to see, because they're making a pure game of The Last Ronin, aren't they? How, whether we play the original Turtles to start off with, to their demise, and then we go on and do this. But I haven't read anything that's come after The Last Ronin, because I know they've released a few more comics since then, haven't they? The Lost Years or something.
Yeah, there's going to be the Lost Years, and they've just announced at San Diego they're going to do a chapter 2.
Yeah. So yeah, the 4 original Turtles are my Turtles. That's my Turtles. They're the best. But I'll see how this goes, how they develop, you know, for the next generation.
Yeah. I mean, Jason, as a Michelangelo fan, and obviously Mikey is the party dude, the group. I mean, obviously he has to fight, and he is serious when he's sick. But what was it like seeing him in this different shed of light?
All my thoughts are the same as he just mentioned. Like we're kind of on the same page. You know, there's the goofy turtles, and then there's the more serious, dark side of it. So it's a different character. To me, it's bringing a different character personality out. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to see how it continues on in the second volume. You know.
IDW have been doing a lot of good turtle stuff as well. I mean, especially with the recent stuff that Eric Burnham has been writing, you know, Saturday morning cartoon and their long run have. But their crossovers are pretty good. And this one is for both, but Jason as well. What did you think of the Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers crossover?
From the original show, from the show back in the day.
No, the books, the new the books.
I haven't read those yet. I haven't.
I
I
haven't read the books either, but I've got the original show with the Power Rangers and Turtles. I mean, obviously that's coming from the movie. Again, it's good fun. Yeah, Power Rangers were good fun when we were kids, and it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? It's exactly the same. So,
yeah.
Batman versus Turtles was a good spin-off. Have you watched the movie?
I haven't seen.
I've got on DVD.
Yeah, DVD. Yeah, it was a good movie, good spin-off, and I'd like a sequel to that one.
Yeah. Speaking of Power Rangers and Turtles, you have a big history of Power Rangers as well, Jason.
Oh yeah, I was one of the two baboos. Two of the American. There was two American baboos, which is the figure up there. So I was one of the two actors that played this character, Babu, who was Rita's henchman. I was on the show for a while. I did a lot of, background work, costume work, and I was even behind the camera for a little bit before the show went to New Zealand. But that was another thing that I was truly blessed and honored to even be a part of. Right out of high school, to be a part of something iconic, like it's an iconic thing, and not everybody can say that they worked on that show. A handful of people can say that they actually worked, whether it was behind the camera, in front of it, whatever. There's that small niche of people that were lucky enough to do it, and I'm thankful to be one of them. It was a great time, I wish I could go back. It was so fun,
Yeah, and I thought Babu was a pretty cool character, just with the monocle, and yeah, he's a pretty cool character.
I saw some of the Sentai stuff on the video, and I wish they had gone deeper into what he was doing over here instead of just in the background going like that. Mm. But it was still a cool character, I'm not gonna say it's not. It's a cool character.
No, I liked him more than Goldar.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah. No, but there are cool. I mean, not just Shredder, but there are cool villains in the Turtle series. I mean, you've got obviously Baxter, you've got Rocksteady and Bebop, you've got Krang, but then there's like those really underrated villains. Well, I don't think they're underrated, but ones you don't get, like the Rat King and Leatherhead's. Well, he's been on and off as a villain, hasn't he? But Slash,
Tolka and Razor, the cartoon, they had an episode together, didn't they? Triceratons. But yeah, Rat King was my favourite villain. I don't know why. I think that stems from the toys. I remember buying him by just loving the figure, but I also loved the character. He always reminded me of a Duke Nukem. I don't know why. There's no resemblance there whatsoever, but I just had a Duke Nukem vibe from him. And I always said, if he was to go live action, then John Cena should play him. I don't know why. Again, comical, big.
I won't be able to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
I mean, Rat King was pretty cool, but I was so confused. I was like, has he got camo stripes on his face, or is he wearing more than one bandana? Or
bandages, I think. That was the idea of it.
Was he a monkey?
Mummy.
Well, there's so many different variations of it.
The
80s cartoon was probably closest to the original comic book version. Yeah. His face was all scarred and chewed up, whatever. But in the 2012, he was blind. He was blind man. Yeah. Skeletal looking, and had telepathic powers as opposed to a whistle that could control, a flute that could control the rats. But yeah, I prefer the 80s version. There's everything, the 80s and 90s turtles.
Yeah. I mean, I always enjoyed Rocksteady and Bebop as well. I mean, they were just so funny. I mean, to fight fire with fire by using a warthog and a rhino to go up against a bunch of turtles. I mean, especially in the early animated episodes.
Yeah.
And see them, and you know, I know the second Michael Bay produced movie was a bit, but it was kind of cool to see Rocksteady and Bebop on the big screen platform.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie. It was closest to
Shameless.
Yeah, Seamus and
Never seen an Irish rhino before.
Oh.
that was good.
No. We're collectors. We're watchers. We're fans. We've prospered as fans in what we've done, obviously, and we've done the convention circuit. We've done this. We've done that, and you know, we're all very blessed to be part of such a great franchise, thanks to Eastman and Laird. But you know, it'll kind of helps a lot of people out there. You know, people who suffer with like depression and will really have bad days and everything. It's such a good concept that, you know, I bet, you know, when fans go up to the creators or the actors, or maybe if they've gone up to you and said, I had a really bad stint of depression, or I've had an actor to really help me out and everything. It's nice to hear such positivity that it's been that helpful. I mean, a lot of franchises do this, but who knew 4 and amphibians could do this?
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
So those four characters resonate with somebody. You know, somebody out there resonates with each one of those turtles. So no matter who you are, Donatello, Raphael, there are people that resonate with that character, and you're going to make their day. Like being in that costume, you're going to make someone's day. You know, so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. I mean, being at the conventions in that suit, especially London itself, with the amount of children and their dads, you know, come up to you, just give you a hug because they love it. They love, you know, it's their hero basically. You know, in a world of Iron-Mans and you know, Wolverines and that, you know, the turtles just stand out. I think, you know, and the kids. Yeah, the kids, and it's funny. We were at a cinema the other week, just standing next to re-showing the original movie, and you know, a lot of kids come in. They're scared, the kids, but their dads just come up, you know, high five, have a photo. You know, it's more, it's for everyone. But yeah, it's funny to see, but it's good, it's great. You know,
it is. I mean, and it's also escapism as well. I mean, it's cool to be yourself, you know, and life is good, but it must be like great just to put the outfit on, despite the heat, despite sweating, and despite, you know, but when you put that outfit on, it's go ninja, go ninja, go.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody that wears a costume, cosplay or not, if you wear a costume, you're wearing it because you love that character, obviously.
Sorry.
But
yeah.
I think it goes beyond that. Like when you do go out in the public and you find those certain people, kid or adult, that resonate and think that you're it, I think you have a responsibility to be that person for them at that point in time. You know, because they think that you're their hero, and for you to not take a picture with somebody or that you're having a bad day and it comes across that you can't do that. If you're in that costume, I think you have a responsibility to be that character while you're in it. So being hot, and I've been there many times, I've been doing this for years, being hot and sweaty, you just smile and make the best of it, because I tell you what, there's been plenty of times where I've been hot, sweaty, tired, worn out in that thing. I've been in it for an hour, and this kid comes running up to me, instantly I change. I change for that kid because that kid thinks that I'm that turtle, you know. So that's my take on it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I've not worn a turtle suit. I wish. I really wish. I wish. But when I've dressed up as Shredder, or I used to dress up when I had hair. Sorry, Casey Jones a lot. Like that was actually the first cosplay I did where I really felt that good, and it was in Bristol.
and there was a guy dressed up as Michelangelo. And as soon as we saw each other, we just teamed up instantly, and lots of kids, lots of adults were like taking pictures of us and everything. I mean, Gunga, it was really cool, and I could not see out of that mask. But like you said, you know, it's about them, and you know, so that's worth the blindness, that's worth the heat, that's worth, you know, but to do that as well, and Shredder, of course, the I've got some of the let me bring up some of the ideas. So these were made by Venomous Collectibles, and they're good to pose with, but you've got to be so careful with them because you know, it's made from that foam material.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, that's Venomous Collectibles again.
Yeah.
Those look better than mine. Mine look like, even though it's made out of aluminum, they look like paper mache items. Yours looks pretty badass.
No, but yours are cool. I like yours. I like all of yours. You know.
Let me go get one of mine. Yours looks 1,000% better than mine.
All credit. The problem is my arms are so skinny. So
Yeah, I have the same problem with mine. Yeah, skinny arms.
This is my leg armor, which is very thin. It was kind of a hand-me-down. The whole costume, except for the helmet, which I got on eBay a long time ago. These were like hand-me-downs to somebody that actually made these. And it's very simple aluminum. They could break, you could bend, but that looks like it's a real deal right there. You know? Yeah,
but I like those because they just remind me of James Avery.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, these were made by. It's like I can't really do detail because he knows all the lingo and the making and all out. But Sean, my Venomous, he really did a good job, and it's just from it. I mean, I'm so skinny, so you know when I'm trying to do the pose and then they're falling.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely worth it though and everything. Wanting to make me the second movie armor where it's more threaded, mind the pun.
Buzzsaw, yeah.
Yeah. God, that was a good movie. Revenge.
Yeah.
I mean that the original movie had everything. Obviously, it was their own way, but it had such a nod to the original 1984 as well.
Yeah. I mean, the second movie was pushed towards more of the cartoon vibe. I think was a little bit more light-hearted, less dark, less weapon. But again, still good. And I don't know if you know, Jack Perry, Dr. Perry, in that was the words of the secret used. He was supposed to be Neutron or a Krang or whatever it is. But that's it. They didn't want to do that because they thought they might get confused of him being Krang and he's not being Krang.
Yeah.
You know?
I asked David Warner about that movie, and he said, "I can't remember much, but it was fun."
Yeah. I'm gutted I didn't get to meet him because he was at Western Supermare not too long ago, wasn't he?
He was in Western Supermare in 2018, and then he was in Bristol a few months later.
Yeah, so I missed out on them. One of my favourite actors.
Yeah. That was a good movie, and to see Ernie Reyes out the suit and to give him his own character was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, and I think his character reappeared again in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He appeared in the comic book version of that, delivering pizza, exactly the same, for a couple of pages in that, which is good to see. So they are recycling characters, which is nice.
I was trying to think of what. No, I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many movies, and it's nice that there's a movie for each generation. I mean, same as the cartoon and everything like we have. Even if we're not a fan of it or we don't like, okay, that's it. Still, what the positive thing is, a generation can take from it. It's like like what your kids like, or what your kids like, or what your nieces, nephews, or what your friends' kids are like, and it's good to go back to the original, but it's nice that there is a generation for everyone. I mean, I love the 2012 series, especially the episode that Kevin wrote when they were babies.
Okay, yeah. Everything seems to go back to the original series, though.
Yeah.
Do you find that when new toys are released, or will release some new 80s style toys or reissues, or with a new cartoon, they cross over with the 80s Turtles, like in 2012 and the 2003 version of Forever, Turtles Forever. So, yeah. There is something for everybody, but they want to keep us in tow, don't they? With keeping us with the 80s Turtles.
Yeah. I think it's because it's just addictive. I mean, it's got a catchy theme. There's been other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themes, but it always goes back to do 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 do, and the music in that is pretty good. I mean, and there was some really good, crazy episodes. Like, I mean, what's a punk frog?
Oh yeah, Gus and all that. Yeah. They were good characters.
I mean, punk frogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the cartoon. I mean, obviously there's other Ninja Turtle stuff like the video games and things, but the cartoon's always going to primarily be the catalyst. I mean, yeah, there was a comic book, but when you're a kid, you're not really going to read much. It depends on your attention span and everything. But the cartoon series, I mean, the thing is, it's not even outdated. Even if you don't see, it had to be censored, obviously. Like, you don't see much punching, kicking, unless they're to the robots or machines and everything. But nevertheless, it still resonates to this day, like box set posters. And when they're trying to sell merchandise or T-shirts, they always go back to those designs. I mean, they're not going to use. Sometimes they don't use the Eastman designs or the stuff from the 2012. They want to see,
No. Yeah.
those designs.
Yeah, I think and Next both done 80s Turtle merchandise recently, so there's new T-shirts for our kids, basically, to wear. But still coming out there.
Yeah, and well, the movie. And now I remember what I was going to say. Obviously, the Ninja Turtles movie is very popular, but then after that, a lot of ninja-based movies came out in the 90s. Beverly Hills Ninja, Surf Ninjas, Mortal Kombat, the Three Ninja movies. There were a lot of ninja movies.
I'm sure that's part too. I'm sure that was part.
They were all fun.
Oh yeah. I think you can still go back and watch them because they're just brilliant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think quite a lot of 80s movies are like that in that respect. You can always go back and it's great. They obviously tried to remake them years later, but it hasn't really worked. Things like Evil Dead and like you said, Three Ninjas or Karate Kid is a good one.
Oh, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, Gremlins. They're still relevant today, and they're still either making sequels, prequels, or just re-releasing it. I think Never Ending Story is the next one for a reboot.
Oh yeah,
I've heard.
As long as it's not like Never Ending Story 2, that one I didn't like.
Yeah.
What that was about.
Nah, I mean, speaking of Cobra Kai, I mean, they did Turtles and Cobra Kai crossover figures.
They did.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Playmates, wasn't it? And Street Fighter recently.
Yeah, and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a comic of Stranger Things. They were Turtles, I think. Or
Yeah.
We're doing one.
I gotta get that.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Never know, might get a series.
Yeah, and speaking of video games, I can't wait. If the last Ronin game does happen, it's great. But I mean, Shredder's Revenge, re-releasing the Cowabunga collection to the new generation, pretty cool. Because when I used to play Sega Mega Drive, I did love Tournament Fighters. That was so good.
Yeah, so I preferred that on the SNES, Tournament Fighters. What else was there? But Tournament Fighters and Turtles in Time wasn't the other one?
Yeah.
On the SNES, which is fantastic.
Yeah. So, what have you both got coming up? Not just turtle-wise, but anything-wise.
Oh, I've got some charity events coming up, some cinema meet and greets. This is all down to the new movie coming out. Obviously, quite a few Comic Cons coming up throughout the year. We've got Western next month. We've got Somerset in September, and I think there's Telford in November. We're going to actually Corey Feldman's there in voice of Donatello, so we're going to go up there and spook him out with a suit.
She goes vampire Donatello.
Donatello, we could do that. I've always thought about putting clothes on them. You know, it may not be just like the figures, you know, different theme. But I hope with a new head for Donnie, which is more like the movie, real-time creature shot.
Yeah.
I think yours, Jason, is PSG, isn't it? Prop shot.
Yes.
Yeah. They're great suits. But yeah, I've just updated my Donatello head, so hopefully I'll have it before the first event in August. But yeah.
Cool. And what you got coming up, Jason?
Oh, what don't I got? And I don't say that. So next week I actually start a 2-week road trip with my van. I'm going. I have to. So originally it was going to get transported on a carrier to Texas, but then I got 2 other gigs on top of that. So or appearances. So now I got to rent a U-Haul truck and a trailer, and I'm leaving LA and driving. I think it's 6 to 8 hours up north for an appearance with the van, and then I got 2 days after that to drive to Texas and make it for an event there, and then I'm stopping in every state, coming back to LA with a stop in Arizona before I come back. So it's a 2-week process. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks straight. I'm still doing the Vanilla Ice touring, so that never stops, and I hope it never stops. I love doing that. And that's about it for that. You know, like I also have a side business where I own these characters called the Reflector and Sparkle.
Yeah.
So right now they're at 2 different fairs simultaneously, 2 couples, a guy and a girl. And right now those characters are at Sacramento State Fair, which is a big one out here. And tomorrow I got another couple leaving for Ohio for the Ohio State Fair. So every week during the summer, I have 4 costumes out, 2 couples at some fair doing appearances. So I got that going on. But
That
with
is
the strike,
awesome.
Thank you. But with the strike, I haven't been working because I work in the movie industry still. I actually haven't been working since April because I was supposed to start working on 2 TV shows that didn't start because they were afraid the strike was going to happen. So I've been out of work longer than most people, but there's thousands. So I'm not just saying it's me. There's thousands of people out of work, and I don't foresee, based upon what I've seen in the news, that we're not going to go back till January at the least. You know, so it's really there. You know.
That's totally understandable, and yeah. Well, I am very grateful to have you both on. Yeah, very grateful to have you both on the show, and thank you for your time and talk about Turtles and everything. We'll definitely have you both individually or together back on the show for probably another Turtle episode, or just to talk about your other respected work as well. You know, but honestly, thank you for being on the show.
No, appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for everything. Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Take care, both, and COWABUNGA.
COWABUNGA.
Abanga.
Bye, everybody.
Ta-da. Cheers.